Hi, welcome to the show. We hope you enjoy. Going to visit a few spots today, including this one that I'm standing in front of, the mural of the great Kobe Bryant. 5 NBA championships, 1 Oscar, gone too soon. Kobe truly inspired. Hope you enjoy today. Peace, spread love. Why don't you have one like this?
Oh no, but what's in here? What's down there?
That's the tree cluster. Redwoods. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
1909 AD.
Hey Rory, I could hit that bullseye.
Oh no, I want to do it.
I don't remember saying that. She just hear shit, don't she? While the family was visiting, we just happened to drive down to Muir Woods. Now, normally you have to make reservations 6 months in advance. We were just lucky. We were able to get a parking spot, then walk into the park and visit. I haven't been here in nearly 25 years. Muir Woods, beautiful, peaceful location. I'm glad my family got to see it. Redwoods are absolutely majestic and gorgeous. Wow. Get a 5-leaf clover.
Put all the way up.
What is it?
It's a birds.
Oh, what?
Redwood birds.
Emoji C. The carrot is a biannual plant of the Umbellifer family. Mouthful. But what you need to know is that carrots are loaded with alpha and beta carotenes, and they're great for the body, the eyes, and the whole soul. Wonderful for juicing, very easy to grow. Plant the seeds, and they'll produce in about 90 days. Eat your carrots so you can see me better.
James Moody was like a mentor to our band.
All right, my brother, there is the band Hiroshima.
These photos starting, all taken by Pastor Ken Fong. James Moody was like a mentor to our band, and to myself and to June, our star, our koto player, personally. And we had met him when he was playing at the Parisian Room here in LA through an earlier mentor, Gerald Oshta, who was an avant-garde saxophonist, flutist, raconteur. He was a chef. He did everything. And Gerald used to craft rings, and he made some rings for Dizzy, and he made a ring for Moody. Moody played sax with Dizzy for almost 20 years, but when Moody would tour on his own, every now and then he'd fall into LA. Oh, I'm sorry, that's
all right now. That's cool, man. It's real. It's real.
Okay, should I go stop it? Moody, right?
Right.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Moody.
Yeah. So went to the Parisian Room, and he was staying briefly in Los Angeles. He and his wife, and he took us back. He took us back to his place, and talk about food. And so we got back to his apartment in LA at about, I want to say 2:30 in the morning, and he proceeds to cook for us. Moody was always cooking. He made us breakfast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You jazz cats know the eat, right?
Yeah. Well, see, but our schedules are the other side, other way around. Like when at another point when June and I were living in Las Vegas, because June was playing at the Hilton Hotel for the opening. The first day June was there playing in this huge Benihana restaurant that had entertainment. And she would play in the evening long, and it was crazy. They had magicians and all this other madness.
Right.
And the very first day she's sound checking, and someone comes up from behind her and grabs her and picks her up. And it's Moody again, years later.
Wow.
And Moody was playing with Tony Bennett at a different hotel, and he had just been wandering through.
Oh, wow.
And so, because of that, almost every night after all the shows were over at about 3 o'clock in the morning, we'd meet at the Tropicana Hotel and we'd play tennis because they had indoor tennis courts. And I remember Donny Osmond would always have the court next to ours, so we'd see him almost every night. But
Donny Osmond.
This is our little stars. She's in the shadows there playing koto. She plays right in the middle of the living room there. Down here, there's Dean Cortez, our bass player, Puerto Rican bass player, who's cold-blooded. That's Danny Yamamoto, our drummer, one of the original members. And this is our keyboard genius, Kimo Cornwell from Honolulu, Hawaii. And then we have 2 guest singers. I shouldn't call them guests because they're part of the family. And they're problematic in their own way like the rest of us. And our engineer. So right here is Brother Terry Steele. He's performing tonight. And over here, if I can see this upside here, is Yvette Ni'i, also from Hawaii, beautiful young girl with an incredible voice.
She can blow.
Yeah, and then down here is actually, I believe, Leslie.
You, Terry, and
Yeah, Terry and I looking at the computer screen, and Leslie Chu, our recording and touring engineer. And
what a great day that was. I love California. From San Diego to Eureka to Crescent City. From top to bottom, bottom to top, east to west and west to east. When I moved out here from Georgia back in 1980, 81, it was a coin toss between Southern California and Marin County. And I flipped the coin in Oklahoma City, and I've been here ever since. And yes, I love Marin. Peace, spread love.
start over. You really have to quiet the ego. You have to begin again. Kobe Bryant, 1978 to 2020.
Gone too soon. Lisa and I have been out for our little walk around Hollywood Boulevard. Now we're at the Roosevelt Lobby Bar. Lisa?
Roosevelt Hotel.
Roosevelt Hotel Lobby Bar. I can't speak. Gonna have just a chill before going for our dinner meetings. Bonito place. What's that, baby?
Nothing.
Look at that chandelier. At the Roosevelt. Okay. We're not going to have time to eat here tonight. When we come back, though, we shall. 1892. Honey, you want to read the menu with the items?
Preserved vegetables, pizza Frita, Barish farmhouse roll, anchovies, and Dutch baby lettuce. That's cicchetti. Antipasti, steak tartare, smoked beets, grilled sweetbreads, smoked salmon, enchilada, iceberg wedge, endive, chicory Caesar, Corona beans, pasta al forno, torchillo, rotolo, rigatoni, ratatouille.
What's the sweet stuff?
Sweet stuff. They don't have it on here.
Right.
The contorti, potatoes, creamed
Do they have
mustard
steak
greens, grilled mushrooms, salt-baked fries, secondi, lamb, John Dory, pork chop, duck breast, oxtail, bistecca, 6-ounce ribeye, 15-ounce dry-aged New York, 10-ounce bavette, 35-ounce dry-aged porterhouse.
Yeah. This is the staircase Shirley Temple learned to do her dance steps on. Let's dance our way to the bottom. Got it.
Exactly the same size.
Nice. My baby and Cher have the exact same hand size. Emoji C. So you want to know more about carrots? Dacus carotices? What? It just means root vegetables. Originally, carrots were hard and bitter and very woody. That's why they've been cultivated to become a little more sweeter and more palatable, okay? Originally, carrots were white, there was purple, there's orange, and even a, what? Green carrot? No. Anyway, carrots, good for you. Eat them up. Hey, it's me, Curtis. Today talking about bok choy, baby bok choy. Beautiful vegetable. Absolutely tasty, wonderful. High in nutrition as well. Any of the leafy green vegetables have a great amount of vitamin A and some C. This vegetable is loaded. So try it out, okay? Don't like that one. Hi, I'm Curtis, and say hello to my little friend, baby bok choy. Wonderful vegetable. As you watch the recipe, I'm going to put some of the nutritional information in the scroll, so look for that. Crunchy, sweet tasting vegetable when it's cooked. Oh, you're going to love baby bok choy. The recipe is coming up. However, I wanted to show you this before we got going. Because the bottom portion is much thicker than the top, this is a way to help you cook everything evenly. I'm just going to slice those ever so slightly, just a bit there, okay? And the whole thing should cook about the same time. And I'm going to show you my secret to cooking vegetables – that so easy. coming right up. Okay, here we are over the stove. My ingredients, my bok choy, salt and pepper, you see that right there, some water, and then we need oil. I'm going to show you these beautiful oils. I want to show you these beautiful oils that Jenna and Cole, my son and daughter-in-law, gave us for Christmas. However, I'm not going to cook it with that oil. I'm going to drizzle some of that on after it is done. I'm just going to use some olive oil. So let's go ahead and add our bok choy, baby bok choy, to the pan. There is a difference in baby bok choy and the big bok choy. They both taste fabulous. It's just, I believe the baby bok choy, in my humble opinion, has a sweeter taste. Okay, so we go ahead and arrange those in the pan like so, or any way you want to. Don't trip out on the way I do it, or feel like you are doing something wrong because you didn't do it the way Chef Curtis. I giggle when I say that. Okay, now it's going to add a little bit of water. That's about a little over half a cup of water. I'm going to pour that across the top of it. Push everything in. Let's turn the stove top on. There's a good flame there. And I want to bring this full up, okay? When I say full up, I want it to start to boil. I'm going to add some salt right on top there. And this is the Himalayan salt. No big deal. If you don't have it, just get Morton's. Mama used Morton's. It's good enough for Mama. It's good enough for me. Add some fresh ground pepper in there. And notice how it's heating up. I've got plenty of time. Now here's the trick. This is the way I cook. I dare say 99% of the vegetables I cook in my house, this method right here. Now I'm just going to drizzle some oil. I'm using olive oil here. You can use your favorite vegetable oil. Not too much, just enough there. And then I'm going to place a lid on the pan just as it starts to, the steam comes up. But yeah, we are steaming these. We're parboiling these. Any of those terms work. We're not going to let it overcook. I'm going to let these, once they come to once I see the steam coming out like that, I want to get a full boil. I'm going to let these cook no longer than 6 minutes, and they'll be perfect. Let's see what time it is. Oh, it says 2:59 on the old Apple Watch. I shouldn't say old Apple Watch. It's the new Apple. Well, there's another one coming. There's another one out, but we'll check these in about 3 minutes. 3:02. Let's take a quick look, just a sneak a peek. Oh, that's cooking right along there. If you've noticed how the greens are starting to wilt over a bit, the white portion is starting to become kind of translucent. I'm just going to move these around just a little bit, just kind of, so I'm thinking ahead about plating now. I want to get everything in order for plating. Oh, it smells so good. 3:05. Let's turn this off. That's right at 6 minutes. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now we've got a little plate here. See if we can plate these up and get ready to sleeve them. Oh, did I rock my little, I think I did. And remember, if you like your vegetables a little more al dente, just cook them, 3 to 4 minutes is fine, okay? Oh, this reminds me of something my mama might do. Woo! Laura Bell, Curtis Aikens, I miss you, baby. There we go. On today, we had our first woman of color become Vice President of the United States of America. I am so happy, so proud of this country. So proud to be an American. Look at that. Well, let's come back and taste it, see what we got there. There's that gorgeous black truffle oil the kids gave us. Just a little, not too much. I'm just going to add a touch. A little goes a long way. Okay, let's give it a taste, see what we got. All right, here's the time to do my favorite part, the pudding. Putting it in your mouth, see how it tastes. Now this is that baby bok choy, and we add a little drizzle of the black truffle oil. Oh, it smells so good. Now, for those of you, wow, excuse me. Bok choy is a member of that cabbage family. So if you like cabbage, you're going to love baby bok choy or the full-grown bok choy. Thank you so much. Like what we're doing, keep watching. Tell a friend or three about my YouTube channel. Also, join me on Patreon. Help me change the world. Peace. I'm out. This bok choy. Ooh. Good stuff. Hey, baby, the bok choy is ready. Hey, it's me, Curtis. Today I'm talking about bok choy. Baby bok choy. Beautiful vegetable, huh? Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. It's like having two vegetables. Did I get three? It's like having two vegetables in one. This crunchy part here, you can eat it raw, although I think it's a little better when it's steamed just slightly. And this green, beautiful top part can be eaten like a salad or sauteed as well with garlic, onions. Absolutely fabulous. Stick around, I got a great recipe for you, and I'll drop some of the nutritional tips or information, I should say, in the lower case. That was terrible. Hey guys, it's me, Curtis G. I'm here with my friend.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Kayla what? Come on, what's your
Kayla
name?
Preston.
Kayla Preston. Kayla is the manager of the core powers throughout the metro area. Did I get that
in
right?
Atlanta.
And I walked in this morning and Kayla gave me a compliment, and I'm getting chicken skin just thinking about it. And I was really having a rough day. No, that's not true. I wasn't having a rough day. I was just having like not my normal 100% 1,000 up there, Kayla.
Yeah.
And then we wrapped, and like I'm gonna give her the compliment right now. Whenever I see her, she's always smiling. So a couple of questions. One, where's home? Original
Home is Minnesota.
Minnesota. Born and reared?
I was born in South Korea.
Okay.
Adopted and grew up in Minnesota my whole life.
Do you like it up there?
I do.
It's so cold though. Oh,
I know.
I got to get her. She's a lot prettier than I am, right, guys?
It's cold here.
It's cold here.
But yeah, you
Nothing
that's,
like-
I think Minnesota, that's like you build that thick skin of like being able to handle the actual like physical weather, and then you know,
Do everything else,
you do
right?
everything else.
So now let's talk yoga. I'm in the midst of yoga teacher training, which
Whoop, whoop.
what would you say to folks? A couple of questions. One, like I'm a big dude. I used to be like 400 pounds.
I can't imagine you right now.
Oh,
Seriously.
wow.
No,
I
that's
want to get her
amazing.
reaction if I did that. So what do you say to big bone people, for lack of a better term, about yoga? How do we get them to give up that fear?
I think that the fear is whatever is holding them back. So there's always something, whether it's their own personal, like, I have to look like this. It's usually sometimes an end result. And with yoga, something that we always forget is it's a practice. And so you never get to like, hey, we can always set goals, and you'll never achieve yoga. Like
Right.
you'll never like,
Right.
it's different than CrossFit or running or even a marathon of, I'm gonna run a marathon and here's what I need to get there, and I've achieved the running of the marathon. You can't necessarily achieve like yoga. You
Wow.
are yoga, and so I think that's
say
the
that again.
biggest fear.
You are yoga. I
You
love
are
that.
yoga, yeah.
I love that. So whatever I do, if I'm doing what, breathing, and tell me when you say you are yoga. I love that saying. Kayla.
Yeah, I think that it really identifies your whole lifestyle, because I think a lot of people, and even now, just stepping in the doors can be really intimidating, because yoga is actually becoming a larger part of our culture,
Yes.
Especially in the Western society. And so because of that, I think there are more standards, and of course, there's all the different communities
Stuff,
and all the different things that kind of go into a yoga community. So when I say you are yoga, it's not just you show up to yoga and like that's when you're like super nice and like happy and like
Right.
and maybe that might be the only time in your day where you physically can practice, and you can start to incorporate those elements of your physical practice and your mental state. But really, you take all of the things that you're learning on your mat, off of your mat, and that is when
That is when you are yoga. boom. I want to drop the mic right there, but I've got so many questions for Kayla. Now we're going to do this again because I'm going to take another class. I'm doing 2 classes today. I love that what you just said about taking the yoga practice off the mat. I've said to a lot of yoga teachers that I've met over the last 3 years that I feel like yoga teachers are the ministers of this era. Not that you teach me about God.
Yeah.
You're teaching me to bring that spirituality outside of myself and make me live better. How long have you been with Core Power?
I started teaching with them in 2011, so
Wow.
it's been a long time.
It's been a while. And
Or 2010 even.
what's your yoga why?
2011.
2011. She's trying to figure it out, yo. She
I
doesn't
can't
have old
remember.
time. So what is your yoga why? I love that question.
You know, it's changed a lot for me. You know, it started out as I danced my whole life, and I was for the first time not active, and yoga was I went to the and tried it, and of course, you know, went to a Core Power. So my whole experience with yoga started with Core Power. So I think that also changes people's why when you hear people's why in Core Power yoga is because if you start with Core Power, I think you have a different element and a different idea of what yoga means to you. So it still is very physical for me, and that's kind of my, and then you know my why I keep doing yoga and why I keep doing this is my job is because of you and the students.
Thank you.
Honestly, it's you know, no one. I truly believe that no one wakes up every day and is like, I can't wait to go to work.
Right.
Because if they do, they're lying. And I think what we do here is so meaningful, and so
I agree.
the work that we're doing is meaningful, which means that while I might not wake up every day being like, yes, I'm super pumped that I'm like up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., I know that I'm going to go influence someone's life, and that is what's really cool.
Positive impact. That's what yoga does. Yoga has changed both of us. Where'd you go to school originally?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
University of Minnesota.
Wait, let me see. Minnesota are the, I forget what their slogan.
Golden Gophers.
Golden Gophers. Doggone,
Yeah.
I forgot that. So Kayla, we're going to end it with a peace sign. Give me a peace sign. Peace, everybody. We're going to get Kayla again, okay? We're going to do some yoga poses too, because she was up for it. Peace out.